Hi Brian, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on what we worked on this afternoon. So if we run through your swing here on the left, one of your first swings of the day, I think your takeaway is very good. Clubhead goes a little bit inside your hands, but otherwise very, very tidy. Good set there, good to the top. Yes, it's a little short, but you're a strong guy, you don't need to swing it any longer. Club face up here is very neutral, so I love that. Coming down, nice position here, left arm's going across your chest. Shaft here is very good, cuts through the right forearm. For me, it just drops a little bit under there, 1, 2. It takes you sort of 2 frames before the club then pulls back in front of the body. So it's a really key position that the club head then is back in front of the chest. From here we can see, because the club was a little bit in, we're coming in a little bit, for me, too much on the inside, which is why we tend to hit a few blocks. And then you can see as you make contact with the ball, we can see a little bit here of your left forearm where your chest is still pointing to the right. It hasn't really closed down, or the shoulders haven't quite turned through it. For impact, we're going to see now, because you're scared of sort of losing it left in the past, you sort of hold the club head down the line for quite a long time, so it stays way too in front. And then you can see as you come up here, the club face actually is slightly closed. It's pointing to the left, which isn't great. And also the shaft is very vertical. So if we draw a line on the shaft there, we can see it's almost pointing straight down, okay? So it's a very anti-left swing. It's not the most powerful. It's why the flight of your ball, your shots go up a little bit too high. Because if you're extending the club down the right, Brian, you're going to add a little bit of loft. You're just trying to stop it going left, but you are actually still flipping the golf club, as we can see that shaft, that club head is pointing to the left. So if we run back, like I said, I think your backswing's pretty good. If we look at Adam Scott here on the right, have a look at here. Yes, he's a longer swing. Let's get him halfway down, similar to you. Okay, so there, through the forearm, we get you down in the same position, Brian. Good. Okay. If we keep an eye, look at Adams, you'll see the club did drop slightly under the forearm, pulls it back in front nicely. But look how much more active his chest is. So when he comes into impact there, we can't really see too much of his left forearm. With yourself, looking at you again, we can see that chest is very static. So when we do come into impact, we do get that left forearm showing a little bit too much, and chest is definitely pointing sort of this way, where Scott is pointing more down the line of the target. Because he's turning that chest left hard, Adam, that left armpit staying attached to shaft and club head is going to work a little bit more on this axis. So you can see when that shaft pops out, as it is doing now, 1, it's on more of a 45 degree, but 2, look at the club face. Yeah, if we look at the club face and draw a line on the shaft, extremely different to yours, where yours is really trying to sort of stop it going left, and you get that vertical shaft. And then the club face, unfortunately, is pointing, as we've shown you, that way, where Scottish is pointing up here to the sky, whereas he's open. So that's the feeling I wanted you to get, really, Brian, was I actually thought if you could actually turn that left arm, keep that left arm attached to the chest and turn hard left and across it, almost like you're hitting a fade, your hand action will completely go, and you'll be able to leave the club face square. Now, I did video one and it got a lot better, but I thought comparing you to Adam Scott here made it a lot clearer. So in a nutshell, what we're trying to do is feel like we turn left and across it, keep the face square and give it a rip. That's pretty much all you're working on. So work on that for me, Brian, and let me know how you